Assembly Speaker Joel Cairo is currently addressing the media on the recent corruption-related arrests. Let's cross over and listen in.
And when the wheels of justice catch up with you, then you have to speak for yourself and try and explain what you did or what you did not do. But for heaven's sake, this cannot be turned into ethnic. This is purely bad people who have misused their positions of authority, and they're costing the Kenyan taxpayer a lot of resources. So Uhuru must just continue to intensify his fight against corruption, and we as Kenyans must help him in standing firm and telling the politicians who want to make it tribal that, sorry, that is not true. The tribe never engaged in theft. It is individuals who are engaging in malpractices.
Maybe as well, just a few days ago, Fiji Maraga was here in Nakuru saying that Kenyans need to be patient when it comes to corruption cases being either hearing in the courts. What do you have to say about that? Because there are those Kenyans who are saying, yes, we're seeing these arrests happen, but what about that prosecution, or rather, what about the court cases? They're taking too long.
Well, that is a genuine concern by the people of Kenya, and that is why Maraga's office, the Judicial, must also be well resourced. And I have said that they also live in Kenya. It is a judiciary that works in Kenya, and they can feel the vibrations of the people. People want to see these cases not being prolonged over a long period of time, but being given sufficient time, but also done in a manner that the matter is brought to rest as soon as possible. Even when I say tia pingu, I'm not saying that we create kangaroo courts. It is symbolism, because kutia pingu ama kutoa pingu means here that the issues have been investigated, the person has been charged, the person is given an opportunity to defend themselves in a court of law, and if they are innocent, they'll be released. But if they are not, then the final tia pingu comes in.
What's your take on one question? We are having this issue of like Morera and Arolda, and we are having maybe the same model was used to contract other projects within the country. Should it be extended? Should their investigation be extended to other projects?
I'm sure they're doing that because this is just in the water sector. But there are other sectors in this country where people have raised concerns. Issues have been raised in energy, issues have been raised in agriculture, issues are being raised in the infrastructure ministry. So there are many sectors where concerns are being raised. So this is not the end, but we say it is a significant development. And remember, this boils down to heavy taxes. And you remember I kept on saying that public debt is biting the Kenyan. And if we don't do something to address public debt, first of all by dealing with corruption and other things, that person who is going to buy fuel, the taxes will go up. Because the government has no money of its own. It has to raise money through taxation. So if our debt grows, deni kikua, na ikue kwa kasi vile imekuwa ikikua kwa kasi, basi mwananchi wa kawaida ni lazima atalipa hiyo deni kupitia kwa ushuru ambao unaongezwa. Even now, the county governments are debating and pushing each other with the national government and with parliament, because resources are not flowing the way they should be flowing. This is a serious consequence, because part of this is related to the fact that the government has got to pay a lot of debt. And not too long ago, if you guys will follow the cycle, the government was also trying to raise money to pay a very big installment of the Eurobond, the first Eurobond.
ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi there weighing in on various matters that affect the nation, matters public debt, matters corruption. He is in Nakuru, of course, addressing the media, saying that it is purely bad people who have misused their positions in authority and it is not a tribal issue that has to do with corruption. And of course, he's urging President